Okay, this one's been a long time coming. Paul Copeland, aka Paul Kaiju, was one of the first Sofubi artists that I became aware of. I remember perusing his booth at Designer Con in 2016, and that was the first time I'd ever heard of an artist having to hold a lottery in order to give everyone a fair shake at purchasing their toys. It felt like a very cool club that I knew I wanted to be a part of. I didn't meet Paul in person until about a year and a half later at Taste of the Orient in 2018. I just introduced myself as a fan, briefly, but since then, Paul's never forgotten my face and my name. At SummerSlam this past year, I got to catch up with him, and he showed real interest in how I was doing and how I'd fared through the pandemic. This has been a common theme amongst artists I've chosen to spotlight so far, but it bears repeating, Paul is an incredibly rad dude. But of course, we have to talk about the toys as well. Paul has quite a catalog of different figures of all different sizes, from the diminutive fish car and the new Mock Fink, to some real heavy-hitting giants like the Dual Bat and the new large-scale Salamander Joe. Paul's aesthetic is defined by clean shapes, smooth textures, and characters with a ton of attitude. These days, the Sofubi scene is flooded by grotesque, shocking, gory sculpts, but Paul has stayed true to his more polished character design and still managed to create some of the most hardcore characters out there. My favorite line of figures from Paul has got to be the Mock Bat and associated characters Dual Bat, Mock Fink, Dr. Hellmock. The Mock Bat is such a perfectly sized toy with just the right amount of detail to be kinetically interesting and offer lots of opportunity for different directional paint jobs, of which Paul Kaiju is the king. For my money, Mock Bat wins the age-old rivalry with Boss Carrion over which is the iconic Paul Kaiju toy. I also have to credit Paul for, at least in part, birthing my favorite Sofubi show of the year, Summer Slime. This Machine Gun Ghost one-off from SummerSlam 2019 will always be special to me. I've come to associate it with all the good memories of that event from over the years. It truly is just a backyard barbecue with friends, and oh yeah, there's also some great toys there. It has become one of the things that I look forward to most every single year. And throughout the rest of the year, Paul also keeps up a very impressive rate of releases. He's got a huge backlog of different figures and always seems to be able to effortlessly balance his release schedule between old favorites and new sculpts. I encourage anybody to go peruse Paul's Instagram because I guarantee there is a Paul Kaiju toy for you, whether you're looking for a big badass kaiju or a butthole with arms and legs. Paul's got you covered.